Good morning, buenos dias, bonsoir. Welcome to Life Lessons Straight Up with a Twist. I am your host, Charity Youngblood, and I am so excited and grateful that you are here with me today. So sometimes we can get super focused on our goals that we have set for ourselves, on our future selves that we want to be, that we end up losing our present selves. And if we don't remain in the present moment, we will miss all the lessons that we need to learn in order to prepare us for the next season. And this is what this podcast is all about. We are here to ask ourselves the right questions to learn the lessons for the season we are currently in, aka this present moment. So this podcast is unedited. Very important note, because life is unedited. You can't go back in a conversation you had and delete the parts you didn't like. So we are not going to play that game. What we will do is we will get started with a question every episode, and whatever activity you engage in for self-reflection and introspection, please feel free to do. So whether that's writing in a journal, recording yourself, saying the questions out loud, and then saying your responses, do whatever works best for you. So today's first question is, what do I have to give to a mentor? What do I have to give to a mentor? So I was actually listening to a podcast not too long ago, which is what prompted this particular question. Sometimes we're out looking for, maybe you're in the space right now where you are looking for a mentor. You're looking for someone who is in the place that you want to be in, whatever that place is. But you feel like, well, if I reach out to them, like I'm on the come up, right? Like I don't have anything to give. What could I possibly have to offer this person who's successful in whatever area that is, or whatever areas that you want to be successful in, whatever the reason is that you're reaching out to that particular person, or that particular person inspires you. You just have that, inner critic that's like, I don't have anything. I don't have anything to offer. They're not going to respond to me. Why would they respond to me? So I really want you to dig into this. Think about what you've overcome, and if you're the type of person that doesn't compliment yourself, or you get bashful when you think about all of the things that you've overcome in your life, all the challenges that you've had, that any perspective shifts, etc. Do this activity with someone on your wise counsel, right? Someone who respects you, someone who knows you, someone who challenges you. So whether that's a friend or colleague, etc., but someone that you know and trust and really knows you very well and wants the best for you. Definitely you can, do this exercise with them. I'll give you an example for me. I have a lot of aspects of my life, and probably some aspects that I'm not even aware of, that is inspiring for people because they have told me that. And when I'm reaching out to mentors now, I know that one thing that's going on right now is people don't know how to implement processes and systems that work best for them. So if they're looking to implement things like self-care, or they're trying to just create time for themselves to do things that they enjoy. Those are things that, to me, I don't consider those accomplishments, because for as long as I can remember, I've always been able to say no to the things that I don't want to do. I've always been able to set up my life to my free time as my free time. So when I hear things like burnout, or, I don't have time to take care of myself, I know that that's where I could help, right? So think about it in those ways. And I'll give you another example. Let's say you are reaching out to a mentor who is is a CEO. Let's say they're a CEO of a company that you use their product, or you're inspired by their mission, whatever the case is, and you have these beliefs that come up as this particular question, and it resonates with you. That CEO, what is it that they do, right? What is it that what is their life gonna look like? And where does that align? Were you from the same place? Just really, really dig into what you have to give. And if it makes more sense and it still sounds really, really scary, think about what you would give to just a normal human being, right? So whether or not you knew that person's status, right? Think about it that way. So for my example, I have implemented 3 hours before, I start work every morning, and 2 hours, about 2 hours in the evening. And every time I talk to anyone who's in any field, honestly, they're like, how did you do that? And so I know how to articulate, first of all, it's not the fact that everybody needs 3 hours to themselves in the morning and 2 hours to themselves before they, prepare themselves to sleep. That's not the point. The point is I have overcome, or was able to understand, that whatever the resource is, whatever the advice is, I know how to filter that through me, right? Through my perspective, through my personality, through my lifestyle, etc. So I know that that's what I'm able to give to someone. So saying that and giving that example, I'm sure you realize as I'm saying it, that applies to anybody, right? That applies to someone who is a mother of 3 children, who is managing her household. That applies to someone who is a CEO of their company, where 1,000 employees that, report to them. That applies to your neighbor next door. Like, that literally applies to anyone. Anyone wants to create a life that they're proud of, right? So we're only going to have that one question. Oh, it's so funny. I just said only, and we had we had an episode talking about only. See, the journey never ends. I'm really glad that I did that. I am so glad that I did that, because it shows the journey is never over. The work never ends. So I will reframe what I just said. Don't think about it in terms of that person isn't going to talk to me because of their status, or, I don't have anything to give. Really dig into, what you do, what you have learned, the lessons, right? The lessons that you've learned, the resources that you've been able to incorporate into your life, etc. So anyways, love this, love that happened, actually, because I'm going to go back and listen to this and take my own advice, as I do, all the time. But those are the questions. That's the question, that I had on my heart today, and really take some time to explore this question. What do I have to give to my mentor? Mentorship is something that is so, so powerful in your life. And when you are looking in terms of, honestly, both personal development and professional development, your mentor will see things in you that you don't even see. Your mentor will challenge you. You will experience a level of growth that you never even imagined. So I definitely challenge you, if you don't have a mentor in the spaces that you actually want to occupy. So whether that's a mentor in your job, if it's a mentor in, a fitness space, mental health, whatever those spaces are, but definitely understand and explore what you have to give to that relationship, because you do. No matter who you are, no matter where you are, you always have the story of you, and your story has so much value. The lessons that you've learned, the things that you've overcome has so much value. So it's so important that I articulate that, and I really want to make sure that you understand that, because that understanding of the weight of what you have learned and what you have to offer the world, it will change the way you interact with others. And know that the gift of your story is the most precious gift that you can give. So thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Rate, review, wherever platform you're listening to this podcast on. And until next time, take care.